A very good morning, I bid to Dr. Kamaruddin and fellow friends. So today my topic chapter 1 would be, so today I will present topic chapter 1, which is basic concepts of philosophy and philosophy of education. So next. So from here we got three subtopics. So the first subtopic 1.1 is basic concepts of philosophy. 1.2 is concepts of philosophy of education. 1.3 is importance of philosophy of education to teachers. Next. So what is the originality of the word philosophy? What is the original words of philosophy? So the original words of philosophy is actually coming from Greek letter, which is philosophia. Philo means love, sophia means knowledge. So from here we can actually know that philosophy is actually means love towards knowledge. So philosophy is means by love towards wisdom, but it is a wisdom that results from a pursuit of knowledge of the most important parts of reality. Philosophy also means trials and errors in finding rights in one aspect which is comprehensive, holistic, and logical towards human thinking way in the aspect of religion, literature, science, and education. In other way, philosophy also defined as research about general problem which is related to knowledge, existence, truth, beauty, justice, validity, mind, and language. So from here we can see that actually when we don't understand something, we will actually go explore, right? So the love towards knowledge is actually defined as the same meaning of explorations of the thing that we actually don't know. For example, we don't know about the y(ax plus b equals to c. So we actually gone through a lot of books, internets, and a lot of research in order to find the answer to these questions, right? So the philosopher is actually the person who have love towards the knowledge, and they will actually read a lot of books in order to explore and find the answer to their questions or the things they actually don't know. So next, five area of philosophy. The first area of philosophy is metaphysics. So metaphysics, the scope of research is existence, and the question is what's out there. So it is also about existence and the type of existence. So the second area of philosophy is epistemology. The scope of research is knowledge. So how do I know about it? How do I know about it? It's about reality and existence. So the ethic is about action. What should I do? The fourth is politics and power. The scope research of power and what action is permissible. Number five is aesthetics, which is scope research is art. So what can life be like? What can it be shaped? So the first metaphysics is about existence. It's about how one thing is actually exists. Epistemology is about knowledge. For example, knowledge about the dinosaurs or something like that. Ethic is about action. So what action can we take in order to find the answer to something? And politics is about the power that we actually given in order to find out something. Aesthetic is about art. How can life be shaped like that? So next is about concepts of education. Education is a range of activities that have objective, plan, and organization. The aim is to teach students and to produce generations of students with knowledge, noble character, versatile, and able to adapt to the surrounding in the future times. So from here, education is actually, when we are educated, we can actually teach the other students. So we are actually the teachers and we teach the students, and we can produce more generation of students which is knowledgeable, noble character, which is also polite, versatile, they possess many skills. For example, they can draw, they can count numbers, they can actually write, they can actually speak a lot of language. So they're actually versatile and able to adapt to the surrounding. Education also means process or activity that cultivate physical, intellect, social, and emotion of an individual. For example, when we are studying, we are actually cultivating our intellectual power. So that means by house. That means we are actually when we are educated, we know how to solve the problems in like every test. For example, in physics, intellect, social, emotion, we know how to control them really well and know how to solve the problem in life. Education can also increase students' skills, ability, knowledge, and experience so that they can bring vast improvements in their life. So education can actually increase the students' skills, ability, and knowledge. So for example, they don't know how to uncap a bottle cap. So they actually know how to put warm water, hot water, and on the bottom of the bottle cap, and they can actually wait a while, and then it will expand. The bottle cap will expand, and then they can open the bottle cap. So they actually can solve the problems in their life, and they can bring vast improvements in their life. Education can also bring advancements to community, people, and its nation. So throughout education, our country will be leveling up to a first-class nation, and also will be a first-class mind thinker. So next, 1.2 concepts of philosophy in education. Philosophy in education means approach and learning theories that will dictate which ways of learning can be done in various levels. So philosophy in education, this means actually the type of learning model. The type of learning model is actually which we can find in the Google lah. A guide for teacher and school community to interact with students, parents, and other relevant parties. So throughout the philosophy and education, we can actually guide the teacher. For example, they don't know how to teach. The philosophy of education can actually be the thing for the guide for the teacher to teach, and how they can actually communicate with the parents and the other relevant parties. So philosophy of education also dictate curriculum and ways of PDP learning style at school. So throughout philosophy of education, we can actually know what type of curriculum learning style at school. For example, now it's the 21st century type of learning, right? Okay, so next. Importance of philosophy in education to teachers. So throughout philosophy in education, teacher can possess many skills, talents, and potential in area of intellect, physical, emotions, and spiritual. So throughout the philosophy of education, they can actually have a lot of skills. They can impart the skills to the students, and they can handle many things correctly in the terms of intellect, physical, emotions, and spiritual. So they can also cultivate more good students, both knowledgeable and polite. So next. So the question for today lessons would be, philosophy in education need to be understood and lived by a teacher. So state the reasons and elaborate more about it. Okay, after the questions, I think it's all. I think that's all from me. Thank you.